two questions here from Melissa, so maybe you can take one each. The first one is, if you are teaching a set choreography, how does that change imagery? And how do you allow for diversity and help each individual student to meet the end goal of a performance?
Should I take the first one, David?
Sure.
If you're teaching a set choreography, how does that affect imagery? It kind of dovetails into the second question, actually, because if it's a set choreography, I would really be looking for each student to be finding their own color or their own imagery. So getting ideas coming from them, first of all, about what kind of imagery or colors or qualities, different aspects suggested, rather than imposing them. I think it's fascinating with a set choreography to be finding really different musical moments or different imageries, and how that changes, as we saw just in my very simple examples, how immediately that changes the subtlety and the artistic communication from quite young students, not just experienced dancers. So I would say experiment, despite the fact that it's fixed.
In terms of performance and representing the diversity of your dancers and creating a performance, I would say that the diversity is actually shaping what the project is. At least that's how we are moving forward with our project. So the performance is really an expression of the community. And if you're working in a community setting and you're finding choreographers to work with that community, that is one of the first goals that we talk about. Is this is movement that's created by the community in partnership with the choreographer, so that each person's individual voice is actually coming out through the project. In a lot of settings, you have an existing piece that you are setting on coming. That might happen at a college level, where it's like, okay, we're doing, this work, and we're setting it on the college students. And I think that process is also about finding the right work that speaks to the people in that particular cohort. So you're not imposing work on them, but maybe even having them be part of the process of selecting the work that's done and ensuring that they can find a place where they can express their own artistic voice through that work. And that sometimes I've seen in settings where work is, again, set or decided, that the students don't have any say in that process. Somebody in the office has decided, okay, this is the work we're doing, whether you like it or not. And I think we're at an era now where that actually needs to change. Students need to have a voice in what gets selected, because they need to be able to find themselves in that work. So
absolutely. And we know that choice is, even just from a research perspective, choice is has a huge impact on learning and motivation. So it's a really important point.